Hello tankers! Let's start with the most important things that were accumulated during the past week. We have an update to the new HTML5 mobile version of the game. If you're still not sure what this change means, watch episode 387 of the vlog. Let's check what we have already done for this update to be released. A very important step was the enhancement of our current DDoS protection. This gives us time to slowly but surely continue upgrading the mobile version. For those of you who do not follow the news closely and didn't know, we are working on changing the Android client version of the game into mobile HTML5 to keep up with the browser version. In parallel, we're fixing the existing bugs, and of course are making the game interface the same on all devices. You can already test the mobile HTML5 version on your Android smartphone by following this link. At the moment, we are working on optimizing memory consumption in order to make the game available and more stable on weaker devices. For example, the minimum required Android version has already been reduced from version 6.0 to version 4.4. We will also release the beta version of the new client in the Google Play Store soon. In this beta version, you'll be able to create pro battles just like in the browser version. We're looking forward to testing it with you. The number of augments is increasing with every release. Some of you like these changes, while to others it may seem like an overcomplication of the game mechanics. People of the second group, you tuned in just in time. Let us share some important information with you. Augments complement and enhance the standard mechanics of equipment, and they have been doing so ever since they were first added to the game. In Tanky, you will come across three types of augments. The first type, applying status effects to your opponent or teammate. Electromagnetic pulse, freezing, and so on. Their mechanics are described on the wiki, and we will add a link in the description that will lead you there. The second type, changing the main physical parameters of the turret, like the rate of fire, splash damage, etc. This changes the overall feel of the turret, and also requires tactical changes while using it. And the third and special type, custom mechanics for every piece of equipment, like remote exploding rockets for Striker, or the addition of horizontal turret rotation for Magnum, which are mechanics that were developed specially for each augment prior to their addition to the game. We have a limited number of turrets in the game, and augments allow us to make the game more diverse. You can take a turret that you like from the outside and customize its insides and mechanics just the way you like. That's why we have a Thunder that can freeze its opponents, and a Smoky that can ignite them. We're trying to make each turret more customizable with the help of augments. This week, we're answering some of the questions that you left for us in the specially dedicated forum topic. Let's start.
Will other skins be added to the challenge, for example XT skins of hovering hulls or GT skins?
At the moment, we have a limited number of skins in the game and cannot add them all to the standard challenge. Instead, we're currently experimenting with adding them to the Elite Pass.
When will the game balance depend not only on the ranks but also on GS? It's already hard enough starting from the Brigadier rank when you play with 3000 GS against players who have 6000 or higher GS.
The most difficulties we have had with the matchmaking system historically were around the rank of Brigadier. There are often fewer lower-ranked players available for battles at this rank, so the system automatically starts looking for higher ranks. And since there are many legends available, they get picked up by the system. To fix this situation, we are thinking about adding bots to battles in order to shorten the waiting time for Brigadiers and lower the chance of them playing against legends.
Will the nicknames of players that play in groups ever be highlighted in the battle when tab is pressed?
We are not planning to highlight the nicknames of players who play in groups. Anonymity in battles makes the matchmaking system more stable, as players will not quickly leave the game once they see that their opponents are playing in a group.
When equipping augments on turrets, why does it not display the changes of characteristics by the augment? Augments change many characteristics of turrets, with the damage dealt being changed most often. Having a table of changed parameters would help us understand how the selected augment affects the turret.
We're planning to improve the Garage interface, making it possible to check augment parameters without having to open the wiki every time. We hadn't thought about showing the change in standard parameters when equipping an augment, since you have to close the augments window and go back to a different page for these details. Thank you for the idea, we will discuss it further.
Should we expect even more improvement in graphics in the form of reflections on metal parts of the skins, or for example mirrored surfaces on some remastered maps?
Reflections on metal parts and mirrored surfaces, or ray tracing, is in our pending plans. We just need to first finish the current remastering plans and upgrade the graphics of the game.
Magnum is the only turret with just one skin. Are there going to be any new additions?
Yeah, really, we need to fix this situation.
In the New Year's episode of the vlog, you mentioned VFX, and it was never mentioned again. What's up with that?
Recently, we tested a new visual effect of tanks blowing up. It was much better than the current version, but in our opinion, it just wasn't good enough. With the release of a new blowing up effect, we will start the process of upgrading all effects and explosions in the game. Breaking records, testing augments, and completing new missions. Welcome back to YouTuber Digest. Watch Mr. Yakov as he breaks a tanky online record using the hyperspace augment for Railgun. A new augment for Hammer has been released, and Babby is here to show it to us in action. Watch Mr. Skill as he attempts to finish all the newly released missions in the game. Last time, you had to guess what percentage of HP the Juggernaut would have left after being shot 3 times by each Thunder. The correct answer is C. Congratulations to the winners. And here's the next question. That was all for this week. Next episode will be a special one. If a topic is gonna have its own vlog episode, then you know it's really important. Press the thumbs up button and leave your guesses in the comments section as to what the next episode might be about. See you next Friday. Bye.